strong Hispanic influences, Zamboanga City is often hailed as Asia's Latin city. This is more evident in its predominant language, Chavacano, a Spanish-based Creole that blends Spanish with local languages, giving it a unique linguistic color. Why not level up your trip by picking up a bit of Chavacano? It's also a great way to connect with the locals and immerse yourself in their vibrant culture. You can start with these basic greetings and phrases. Welcome, bienvenidos, thank you very much, muchísimas gracias. Good morning or buenos días. Good afternoon or buenas tardes. Good evening or buenas noches. I'm sorry, perdóname. How much is this? ¿Cuánto este? And goodbye, adios! Who knows, by the time you leave, you might just be slinging Chavacano like a true Zamboangueño. The signs are displayed in both Chavacano and English. Most locals, particularly those in the city center, can also understand and speak English and Tagalog. But hey, there's more to Asia's Latin city than Chavacano. Hola beach listeners, this is Hannah. For over 15 years, our team together with our partners at The Poor Traveler have been exploring the Philippines to list out the best that the country has to offer. And that list includes Zamboanga. Now, Zamboanga can mean a barangay, a city, provinces, or even a whole region. But for this video, we'll be focusing on Zamboanga City, the southernmost and largest city in the Zamboanga Peninsula Region. By the way, members of the team last visited Zamboanga in 2022, so the clips used in this video are mostly from that trip. Collectively, we've been here 5 times already, so it's safe to say we're smitten. And if you don't want to miss out on videos like this, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get a notification when we have new travel videos. If you're watching from Facebook, support us by following this page and sharing this video. Now let's color the rest of your Zamboanga City itinerary, and let's start with the color pink. Just a short boat ride from the city, you'll reach Santa Cruz Islands. Islands with an S because there are 2. The bigger and more popular one is Grande Santa Cruz Island or Great Santa Cruz Island, which is famed for its pink beach. But do manage your expectations. As you can see from the video, the pink hue is very subtle. It's not fuchsia or vivid pink. It's more visible when viewed from above like from a drone. The pinkish glow is brought about by the crushed red organ pipe corals. Examining the sand closely, you'll notice these red grains. However, when looking at it at eye level, the pink paint is not that obvious, especially when the sun is too bright. But hey, the pink beach is just a small portion of this island. Hidden behind this rosy facade is this sprawling lagoon sprinkled with mangroves. And the good news is you can also explore it. Through a guided boat tour, our group learned more about the lagoon's natural wonders, including the stingless upside-down jellyfish. They are completely harmless, but please don't take them out of the water. And make sure your hands are free of lotions or chemicals which are harmful to marine life. And after all, these are still jellyfish, so please proceed with caution. Another thing you can do here is row a vinta, but if you are not into rowing, you can just take photos of it and in it. Not too far away, you'll spot the little Santa Cruz Island, the smaller of the 2. It is known for its long and narrow sandbar, which is also the only site on the island that is open to the public. But from what we gathered, you'll be given a maximum of 10 minutes to explore the sandbar. As of the time this video was made, only day trips to the Santa Cruz Islands are allowed. It's important to note that the number of visitors on the island is limited, so we strongly recommend booking in advance to secure your spot. The management also strictly implements the no single-use plastic policy. On the day of our trip, our bags were thoroughly checked before boarding the boat. Here are the rates for a trip to the Santa Cruz Islands. Note that the prices might change, so always check the official tourism website and Facebook page of the city of Zamboanga. We will also provide the contact details here. Feel like you need to add more summery and tropical colors to your itinerary, head north from the city center. This wharf in Barangay Panubigan is your springboard to not 1 or 2 or 3 but 11 islands. Bienvenido a OnceIslas. Welcome to 11 islands. But out of these 11 islands, only 3 are accessible to tourists: Bisaya-Bisaya, Baung-Baung, and Sirommon Island. The team's island hopping tour started with Bisaya-Bisaya Island. It may be small, but it offers the best of both worlds. Blanketed with a white sand beach on one side and adorned with scenic rocky cliffs on the other. But wait, there's more. Not far from here are a few other islets similar to this one. It features a natural pool that is filled in by waves during high tide. You are free to take a dip here or wade in the water just like Asta did. The second stop for the tour was Baung-Baung Island before heading to where growling tummies could be appeased, the lunch stop Sirommon Island. Upon docking, the group was welcomed with a fresh seafood buffet. They offered tuna, crab, squid, and lato seaweed, also known as sea grapes or green caviar. Of course, no island hopping meal is complete without tropical fruits in season. The docking area also flaunts a wide beach with fine white sand. Aside from swimming, you can also snorkel here, but you're also free to do as Asta did and just relax at one of the cottages under the shade of coconut trees. Like Santa Cruz Islands, only day trips are permitted and the number of tourists allowed each day is limited. Prior reservation is required if you want to visit OnceIslas. The management also assigns a local guide like Ate Sirna here who's very warm and accommodating. Back then, visitors could only book the 3-island package, but now tourists have the option to visit just one island. Here are the updated rates and contact details as of January 2025. Zamboanga City has a colorful history and you can tick the various tourist spots off your list one by one on your own, but if you prefer a hassle-free experience, consider joining an organized guided tour that covers transportation. Another advantage is you'll get more information from your guide about each location and its importance, allowing you to have a deeper appreciation of the places you visit. For a quick overview of the city's history, El Museo de Zamboanga is a great starting point. This museum will also provide valuable context for the other stops. They say a visit to Zamboanga isn't complete if you don't visit Pasonanca Park. This is a fairly small stop with not much to do, but this treehouse is a must visit. Just a short walk from it is Camp Limbaga, which features campsites, a convention center, and an amphitheater. The park also includes a butterfly garden, swimming pools, and a street food area. In the heart of the city, the most visited site is Fort Pilar or Fortaleza del Pilar. It was originally built in the 17th century as a Spanish military outpost. Now it's recognized as a national cultural treasure and it also houses a museum. The locals frequent the shrine to pray and pay respect to La Virgen Nuestra Señora del Pilar or Our Lady of the Pilar. Several devotees and believers lit candles here to give thanks and make their prayer requests. Just beside Fort Pilar is the Zamboanga State College of Marine Science and Technology, where you'll find this bird sanctuary. These mangroves are home to numerous birds, especially the great white egrets. Meanwhile, you can watch the sunset while stuffing your face with a variety of street food and local fare here at Paseo del Mar. Along with many vendors and eateries, you'll also notice several souvenir shops and a children's playground. By the way, Paseo del Mar also serves as your jump-off point to the Santa Cruz Islands. Now, you won't usually find attractions like this on other lists, but the Zamboanga City Hall is an attraction in itself due to its well-preserved structure, which has earned it the status of a National Historical Site. By the way, if you're still looking for accommodations in Zamboanga City, you can find a few hotels and inns on Klook. Feel free to use our promo code PHBeachClook for up to 300 pesos off. Visit philippinebeaches.org/300 discount or scan this QR code to automatically redeem your Klook QR voucher. You can also use Agoda TPT on Agoda for up to 10% off on accommodations. Souvenir or pasalubong shopping can still be part of the city tour, or you can choose to do this a day before your flight back home. We're just creating a separate section for this to showcase 3 places where the team shopped for souvenirs or pasalubong. First is the Canelar Barter Trade Center. But hold your horses, you won't be able to trade them in here. Cash or e-cash is still the main currency here. The market's name is a tribute to the traditional trading system that was once practiced in this region. In addition to local goods, you can also buy imported products from Malaysia and Indonesia here, like this pack of tetarik. Meanwhile, Yosh purchased a shirt for himself, along with Maggi curry and the polo chocolate for a friend. If you are a fan of the malong, a traditional Filipino bangsamoro wraparound skirt, you'll have plenty of options here. Another cultural shopping destination is the Yakan Weaving Village. The Yakan people are primarily based in Basilan, but they also settle in nearby areas in southern Philippines, including Zamboanga City. They are renowned for their weaving traditions, producing exquisite hand-woven textiles like this. Besides Yakan fabrics, there are other practical accessories available, such as bags, pencil cases, and coin purses. During her last visit, Asta bought this first. One of the most sought-after delicacies here in Zamboanga is the curacha or spanner crabs, and you can find them here at Aderes Flea Market in Guiwan. Other fresh seafood sold here are fish, crabs, shrimp, and lobsters. If we are to trace the origins of Islam here in Zamboanga, a visit to the coastal village of Taluksangay on the southeastern coast of the city is a must. Standing just next to the barangay hall is the historic mosque, which is also considered the oldest here in western Mindanao and regarded as the birthplace of Islam in the Zamboanga Peninsula. It was built in 1885 by Haji Abdullah Maas Nuno and features 2 minarets. The location is somewhat off the typical tourist route, but it's a worthwhile trip to take if you appreciate a good glimpse of the past. You can enter the mosque, but make sure that your visit does not coincide with their prayer times, which happen 5 times a day. And as always, let us respect the sanctity of the place and follow the rules, as this is still a functional place of worship. Of course, we can't wrap up this video without including this one thing that keeps bringing us back to Zamboanga: the food. We've already mentioned the delectable curacha. We are also eager to dig into more Moro cuisine, indulge in the lively street food scene, and delight in the sweet treats that make the city even more colorful. We've got a video solely focused on Zamboanga Eats and the best places to find them, so make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get notified. Drawing pa rin bang trip nyo? Kulayan na natin yan. For those who have Zamboanga City on their bucket list, we hope this video helps you plan your itinerary. And for those who have been to the city and have included these items in your itineraries, share your thoughts in the comments below. If you have suggestions and recommendations for other things to do and places to visit in Zamboanga City, sound off in the comment section. And if you want to see more videos like this and everything you need to know about traveling around the country, aside from subscribing to this channel, you can also check out our blog, philippinebeaches.org. You can also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. We are Philippine Beach List on all those platforms. The Philippines has thousands of islands. It's going to take a lifetime to visit each one, so we better get counting. Again, this is Hannah. Join us next time as we check another destination of our Philippine Beach List. Adios!